everyone, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I'm Lisa Marie, and you've just tuned into Bank Life. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, welcome to the channel. All right, so we're at part 2, Davies versus Hunter. All right, let's go to a video that's already in progress.
He has ex-girlfriends. They were calling my phone.
You know what, Miss Davies? I don't doubt your testimony.
So I
Seems
felt
like you
that
all
I
have a lot
wanted
going
to
on.
step out and have fun too, because he was doing it also.
He didn't get pregnant. You did.
You're right.
And that's why we're here.
You're right.
I mean, at the end of the day, we want to, it's a double standard, but really it's just biology. It's how we made. We get pregnant, we carry the children, and we often carry the burden.
Right.
All right, so, the judge had to say, listen, let me just let you know it's biology. Straight up. You're the one that's going to go home with the child. And that's something we got to understand. Like, oh, I'm going to pay him back. But guess what? You're going to get pregnant. You're going to be the one to actually physically birth this particular child out. So you have to consider yourself. You say, I'm paying him back. Are you really? Because biology says you're the one that's going to feel the pain. And the last thing I remember is revenge is God's. And a lot of time people say, I'm going to get back. Are you really getting back at him? Or are you really harming yourself? So, what are we doing? You don't have to get back at him. Don't even worry about it. God got it. Don't even worry about it. He cheating or whatever. You feel he cheating and this and this and that. He might have to come back and apologize and, say forgive me and do whatever he has to do to rectify his behavior. But you don't join in his behavior. That's what I believe. I'm Lisa Marie. Now, we all make mistakes, y'all. We all make mistakes. We all got our issues, right? So let's get back to the video.
Why the tears?
Because this is hurtful to hear all these things he thought about me.
You can't be too hurt right now, 'cause it's not the first time. I caught her in the kitchen. We sitting in the living room one day, and then she gets up and walks to the kitchen, and she's in the kitchen for like maybe 10, 15 minutes. She's supposed to came back already. I walk around to the kitchen, and she's down there standing in between this guy's legs.
All right. I got to put my shots fire glasses on now. He said, listen, you can't be too, you can't be too hurt, because when I came, you were in the kitchen for, maybe they had company over for a little while too long, and he went to check on her, and look where he find her. So he's saying, listen, this has been an ongoing situation. This ain't something that just came up. To me, Mr. Hunter is like, yo, I'm fed up. That's what I'm reading. That's the nonverbals I'm getting. Along with what he's saying verbally, I'm getting he's fed up. He's like, listen, you can't be too hurt. I caught you multiple times, and you've admitted to sleeping around. And so he's like, why are you crying? You know how some people go, but why are you crying? In other words, change your behavior. But see, he not that innocent either, y'all.
Like, you know what I mean? What is that about?
What is this about? Because you say it hurts to hear you.
Times.
You say, hold on now, Mr. Hunter, because you're not innocent, but I'm more concerned about Miss Davies. And
All right, see, shot fire, Your Honor. I'm going to have to keep this, my shades on for this. Shot fire. She said, wait, hold up, because don't act like you innocent. You know what I mean? We all ain't innocent. Lisa Marie's not. Everybody got their own stuff they need to work out, right? We all got stuff to work out. So you can't be too hard on her, because he was about to let her have it. And she's like, wait, hold up. You did something. Because sometimes, how many you can start something and you say, well, that person cheated. And you end up saying, I'm a pay him back. And you end up almost worse than you looked at the individual to be. Like, she saying he cheating, but she's like overdoing it. Like, you're going to cheat, I'm going to take it to the next level of cheating. And so then you get yourself all caught up in a bunch of mess. And that's what it looks like allegedly that happened in this particular situation. Let's go.
In this moment, because she is the mother of this 4-year-old little boy, and we don't know who his father is. Ms. Davies, when you say, I'm upset because I didn't know he felt all these things about me, you do understand that these are things you've shown him.
Yes.
Because you're admitting in court that they happened. He's not just thinking it up, it happened. Now, we know he was up to no good, too.
No good.
All right. So to me, it's like she was trying to pay him back. And then got caught up. And then for her to hear him say how he sees her, it's like, I can't believe it. Because maybe she went in a tailspin based on what he did. And now she is here like, you got to face all the stuff you did based on you watching the behavior of what Mr. Hunter was doing.
Don't think I don't understand that. But when you are upset in this moment and you say, did you think he didn't know, or did you think?
I didn't think that he really believed all those things
That people were saying about.
All right, let's speed it up.
I have
What
physical
grown
proof,
man
Your
does
Honor.
that?
He's the father.
It only happened twice, Your Honor.
Only twice you stayed out till 5 in the morning?
I have evidence right here.
Jerome, may I see that?
Look at Mr. Hunter's hair and look at my son's hair. They both have.
All right, so now, first they were talking about how he stayed out till 5 a.m. And he was telling the judge, I only did that twice. And the judge is like, who does that? All right, now this is her evidence of why she believes that Jayden is Mr. Hunter's child. All right? All right. Now listen to this.
Curly hair, nice hair. My hair is nothing like that. My hair is nappy. I need a perm.
I know that's right.
Can I just say, both of their hair look a mess, but I'm gonna give the baby a pass.
All right.
I was getting mine done, Your Honor.
All right, so she's saying the hair texture, she doesn't have good hair texture. And she's saying, you see the little waviness maybe that appears in both hair. You know, the baby, Jayden, is getting that from Mr. Hunter because she's saying, hey, I ain't got none of that. I need a perm. All right, so now she's turning in evidence to say, this is why I believe that Jayden is Mr. Hunter's child versus any of the other men other man that I was with. All right, let's go.
And I understand you're looking at texture of hair. Don't say good hair, baby. All hair is some is good.
That's right. That's right. Thank God for hair.
Now listen, the next piece of evidence is what?
The height of my child, Your Honor.
A height chart. Explain this to me.
Well, the average 4-year-old, Your Honor, is only 40 inches tall, which Jayden is 48 inches tall already. My whole family and everyone on the side of my family is short. The other possible father, he's average height, which Devon is 6'1".
So you feel?
All right, so now she's saying, hey, listen, based on the height, based on, how Jayden is progressing in his height, this is the reason I believe that Jayden belongs to Mr. Hunter. What do y'all think in the comments?
Like Jayden is tall?
Jayden is tall.
And Mr. Hunter is tall?
Yes.
The other guy, not so tall?
Not so tall.
Next, you submitted a photo. Oh, he's so cute.
Thank you. Jayden and Mr. Hunter, they're both slew-footed, Your Honor. I don't know if you know it.
All right, so now this is her other reason, slew-footedness.
What that means.
I do.
All right, which means that both of their feet goes out like this, and they stand just like that. He had to get that from Devon.
Now, I see it in Mr. Hunter, but do you really think Jayden
Yes.
looks slew-footed right
in that
there?
picture, he's probably like playing or trying to.
No, it doesn't, not in that particular picture, right? Not really. You can't really see it. That's why the judge is like, what? I don't see it in that particular picture. But these are all her. So she's saying, okay, now take a look at the hair, Your Honor. Got a little wave in it. Okay, Your Honor, now take a look at the height, and the other man is of average height, but yet my son is progressing to be taller. And now she's saying, based on Mr. Hunter being slew-footed, but Mr. Hunter's foot is way out there. And so these are the reasons I believe that my son, Jayden, belongs to Mr. Hunter.
Do something else. If it was another picture, when he stands, they stand just alike, Your Honor. Both of their feet are pointed outwards.
Now, do you think this slew-footed trait is genetic?
I think so. No one in my family is slew-footed, Your Honor. The other guy.
All right, so the judge apparently is like, do you think that? So to me, the judge doesn't believe that that's, I guess, based on, he inherited it from him.
Isn't slew-footed. Devon is, and so is my son.
Okay. So, Mr. Hunter, if today's results prove that you are not Jayden's father, where do we go from here?
I'm done. I'm done with.
All right, so but so Mr. Hunter, so let's get this right. Mr. Hunter's saying, listen, if Jayden is not mine, I'm done. No, you might. From his behavior, I think if Jayden is not his, right? This is what I believe will happen. All right, or is happening, or may happen. To me, he already mistrusts. He doesn't have any trust in Miss Davies, right? He has no trust. So he's saying, if the child ain't mine, there is nothing else for me to hold on to her for, because to me, he felt like she just, she went out there. She went with too many different people, and he's just tired of it, So he's saying, listen, there's no connection, nothing keeping us together if the child is not mine.
The marriage and everything. I'm just.
The marriage and everything. See? So, okay, so maybe there's a little, you say, okay, well, maybe, I'll let everything go if she cut the foolishness out. But that means also, again, he wasn't that innocent. So, but he, this is what his terms are.
Wash my hands with everything.
And if you are you going to try to rebuild trust, put your wedding bands back on, and you all try to pull this thing together?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm willing. That's why we're here. I'm willing to move forward, put all the trust issues we have behind us, so that I don't want Jayden feeling that how I'm feeling, that his father's not there for him.
All right. And she's saying she don't want her son to feel like how she's feeling. But Mr. Hunter clearly is not speaking up. Mr. Hunter, to me, he's there, but to me, I'm kind of feeling like Mr. Hunter already kind of moved on. And to me, she more wants this because I think she, you know what I mean? I think she just did a little too much. But who's to say how much he was out there doing? But for him to stay, I feel she did a little too much. Like, even if he stays, it's going to be for the child's sake. And what do y'all feel about that? How do y'all really feel? Like, if Mr. Hunter stays, how do y'all really feel about Mr. Hunter staying, but his heart looked like he already left?
He knows who I am.
With
See?
these results,
that's
this
who I
is
am.
either going to push us forward, or I guess we're done.
And that's why these results are so important.
Yeah.
All right, so they said, listen, he is either going to push them forward or they're done. Now, how many of y'all are ready for the results? All right, let me play it.
Yeah.
And I have them for you. Jerome?
All right, let's go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Davies versus Hunter, when it comes to 4-year-old Jayden Favors, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Hunter, you are not the father.
I told you.
Oh, shots fired.
I'm very sorry.
Oh, my goodness. I shouldn't even say shots fired. This is not a good thing. Not a good thing. So see, now she stated she only did this because he stepped out. But now you're in a situation where the child is not his and he's moving on. Worst case scenario, y'all. Don't hate the video because of the results, y'all. But this is what happens. So sometimes it's just better just to, pack your bags and say, listen, I'm out. So you don't have to go through this. And he pack his bag and say, you know what? I can't deal with it. Because he's going to stick to what he's saying. Yeah.
I'll cry now.
And see, and he's not really. See, he already felt that the child was not his, and so this is a bad situation. And
my God,
Ms. Davies, are we to assume that this other gentleman is Jayden's biological father, the one you spoke about in your testimony, or is there someone else? Let's be honest.
No, there's no one else, Your Honor.
All right, so unfortunately, he's not the father, so we know Mr. Hunter's gonna leave, and she just has to let the other gentleman know he's the father. All right, well, this didn't turn out as we had expected, but thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next Bank Life video. Thank you.